is on Raw right now.
All right, folks. We're gonna get right into it. I appreciate you guys coming to the show today. This is Inside Storyline Podcast, and I got all my men up here. We got my man Phillips, my man Bronxx Legend, Zoe Black right there, and Dutch the Creator is right here. And we're gonna be talking about WrestleMania 40. And you guys, yes, that just happened. I'm gonna go around the room and get you guys' overall opinion on the show. So I'm gonna start with my man Phillips. What you got for me?
At this point, man, all I can say is it's about damn time.
It's about goddamn time.
It's new storylines made. Obviously, we going in a new direction on both shows. Honestly, in all three shows, if you want to count NXT. But
talk about
new direction.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
What's in?
Yeah.
Bronxx Legend, what you got?
Oh, burn it down.
Off the fucking chain, man.
Look, let me tell you. He has claimed his kingdom. He has dethroned the Thanos of the WWE. I just wish he had that glove on. That was like that real good entrance.
So Bronxx Legend, I think you gotta get rid of that picture in the back.
I can't do that.
You got to.
I can't do that.
You got to put a sledgehammer to that picture.
When we have a new president, all of the government buildings they changed the. Hey,
look, Obama is always the president. What are you talking about?
He said
Obama ain't never went nowhere. What I'll do is I'll put a picture of Cody up. I'll do that. I can't take the tribal chief down.
So you gonna have both of them then?
Yeah, a little collection, like I'm collecting cards.
He collecting universal champions. Huh? You collecting universal champions.
Exactly. Yeah. It was new
so how far to the left or right is the Roman picture going?
Nah, Roman gonna stay right there.
He ain't going to have Cody picture in the shot.
Y'all see that?
Now y'all gonna be able to see him. Just had to change the view. But look, this WrestleMania here should have been Uso Mania because it was just bloodline Usos all throughout night one and
Samoan Mania. Samoans are just taking over wrestling.
Yeah.
That ain't going nowhere.
That ain't going nowhere.
All right, Zoe Black, what you got?
According to the rumors, they ain't going nowhere.
They not. I tell you, man, this was a emotional WrestleMania, a weird and refreshing WrestleMania. Man, Cody finally winning the belt. We finally got what we asked for, and it just feels weird.
It's cool. And what I thought of this WrestleMania was it was the greatest build to WrestleMania I've ever been.
Absolutely.
A match, a main event match like this probably since Hogan Rock. I mean, I was anticipating this this match, man, and they had me like
both main event matches.
Both main event matches, and they had me feeling like a 14-year-old kid watching WCW, NWO, Attitude Era wrestling, man, and it felt good. And I'm glad Triple H, and I'm glad everybody's making this a thing with Triple H. You see what I'm saying? They're digging it in. Like WrestleMania never went off like that, ever.
Never.
So I think we are in the
and they giving was giving Triple H all his flowers all WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All weekend.
My man Jake for Life 45 said Triple H is doing a great job. Yes, he is. We just talked about it. So we're gonna start with the Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns match. Now the match it got slow a little bit, and y'all know I was saying, I'm ready for the fuckery to happen.
Yeah.
And when the fuckery started to happen, it didn't fucking stop. Talk about that.
Nah, listen, it was everything we needed, because at the end of the day, like we say, the matches tell stories. So it was just adversity. And then I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I thought Jay and Jimmy missed the damn tables.
Yeah.
I thought they missed the table, but it was two tables. But it was two tables. They hit the second one. But
they only cracked that. They only cracked that first one.
Yeah. But nah, man, it was good, man. It's weird. Like I said, man, I just keep using that word because it just feel crazy. The man had the belt for so long, you never expect him to lose after a while.
And I seen little things. I seen little things like how Roman was looking when he was coming out. Like this, it read, "This is my last time." Like the way he even was just.
It did, but it also gave it feel like he went up a level. Like
that's true.
He let me know if I'm wrong, but don't Roman usually wear a shirt when he come out too?
Nah. Not to the
matches.
Well, but didn't he look a little bigger? Didn't he look a little swole? Like
he looked ready. Like he looked
last
ready.
night.
He looked intense. Like he looked intense.
Focus.
But Cody entrance told me what time it was.
Oh yeah.
It told me what time it was.
Yeah,
he was coming for a battle. He was warm.
You come out there with the mask on, and then you had your wife out there by your side. She telling you it's your time.
The blood flags.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all think that? Did y'all think at any time during this match that he was not going to win?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
But you know what though?
I was like this the whole time. Every time they hit a count, I was I was losing breath, yelling at the TV.
But thinking about that, you can go right back to ECW One Night Stand. What's the one sign you saw out in the crowd? If Cena wins, we riot.
Oh damn!
So thinking about if Roman would have won tonight, it would have been a hard time getting out of Lincoln Financial.
And look, they was in Philly. Philly was right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Did you see our crowd tonight? I mean, that was a live as crowd, especially when Cody came. Like the beginning of that match, when they was like ramping up for Cody, like you just looked and was like, "Damn, like this is crazy, man."
Well, yeah, because it wasn't 40-some degrees like it was last night out there.
Like 40 degrees, probably like 30 something.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, you think about the first match of last night. Becky comes out there and you can legitimately see her shaking as she's in the ring. Only to find out you out there wrestling in 50-degree weather as it's getting colder and you got strep throat. It's like shit.
Right.
I'm surprised that didn't pass out.
They have the heaters on top of the ring, but if it's cold, it's cold.
Not with fish.
Man, Ruthless.
That crowd was a whole lot hyper tonight.
Man, Ruthless say that was a hell of a mania. Didn't expect the Undertaker to get involved, and that Cody Reigns match was great. I think he was trying to say.
Look, you could thank Stone Cold for that.
Man,
the bag wasn't big enough for Steve.
I needed to hear that glass break.
The bag wasn't big enough for Steve, so Taker was like, "All right, I'll go ahead and do this one time."
You think he didn't do it because of the bag?
I mean, you got to think about it's been almost 20 years. It was almost 20 years before he got in the ring again with Owens a couple years ago. So for this story to be bigger than that, and seeing how it all worked out, I'm not going to say it was exactly the bag, but there had to be some factors going into it for him to say, "I'll pass."
I think it was. You know what I think it was? I think it was this. And Stone Cold is all about giving people their flowers and having people shine. He probably looked at it like, I don't want to take the shine off of the story that's getting told, because if that glass would have broke, we would have.
That glass would have broken again, boy.
It would have.
Yeah.
And they would have had.
But that's what so many expected.
That would have turned into a beer fest, but it would still be surrounded around.
That's what I was waiting on.
I did want
bring them together.
Right. No, for real.
But the thing is, man, when Solo came out, I knew Cena was gonna come out. So with WWE was going with those Easter eggs, we was thinking that both of them was gonna come out. They were telling us one of these two will come out, and they was hyping us up, which is marketing, and that's what we thought Stone Cold was going. I would have rather had Stone Cold, but
it would have been a little bit more exciting for him. And listen, and one thing, it's funny, I was talking to my man about this yesterday. When we was growing up, our wrestlers looked a certain way. So as we get older, they get older, and they look different.
Hey, look,
different.
Look, let me tell you something. Cena.
So Stone Cold is one of the only wrestlers that still resembles his old self because he was always bald.
Yeah.
So seeing the Undertaker like that, like you wasn't even in no type of, you know what I'm saying? It just sometimes he be coming in feeling a little out of place because our wrestlers just don't be looking the same.
That's true.
Taker came in there looking like a SWAT team member and shit. It's like, man,
like you know, he really Stone Cold could have showed up in anything and still would have looked like badass Stone Cold.
Yeah, because you know Stone Cold gonna show up in t-shirt, jorts, and high-tech boots.
Right.
And the knee braces. And that's been him for over 20 years. That's been him for over 25 years.
I was looking at an old clip back in the day. I ain't realized how tight that nigga shorts was, man. I mean, God damn. Like them Jones, some tight ass. I'm like, damn, we ain't even.
He had to move in them Jones Slim, like they had to be high enough on his. They had to be high enough over his kneecap so he can maneuver.
Yeah.
There was some Jordache Wrangler combos or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it ain't like he coming out there in no FUBU shorts now or some shit.
Right.
He ain't coming out there in no baggies. Yeah, not no cross color shorts and shit like that.
They said
no exactly.
They said no
exactly. Hey man.
But overall, the match was fire. I when they started doing each other moves and shit.
I like how he said, that move don't work.
Yeah, he said, man, you can't beat nobody with that move.
Roman Reigns was showing off tonight,
yo, man. Sitting there and on side of the rope talking this shit. He said,
absolutely.
I built this company. This is my company, bitch. I was like,
that's why I knew he was losing.
Private cheap energy
out there just saying anything.
Yeah. He always said, I'm gonna send your ass to Hollywood, bitch.
Even though he was talking shit to Cena, like when he was coming down, dude looked like I was in trouble. Like he was like, I'm like, God damn. I don't talk to these girls like that in the house.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I can't never tell if The Rock's serious no more because that motherfucker look like he always pissed now. For real. Even and then like the other night when he hit everybody after the show, like I know they tired of that shit.
He hit the name.
Yeah.
Man, he hit Seth
when he
Rollins
popped
with
the
his
ref.
head off.
Do you think that was planned? Because the ref don't look like he was alone with that shit.
Listen, everybody that he hit after that did not look like they approved. When he hit Seth and he didn't have a shirt on, Seth immediately rolled out the ring and got out of there. Like, bro, you doing too much.
Same with the ref. The same with the ref. When the ref hit that, got that one, he immediately jumped out the ring. Yeah. He jumped out the ring and looked up at the Rock. He's like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it wasn't part
I
of the
can't
script.
never tell, man. So when Cena came down there, man, I was just like, when Rock came down there, I'm like, bruh, this man looked like he is just upset.
Yeah, he looked mad as shit. But
what's up with Rock? What's up with Rock and his Saturday Night Fever outfit though, man? God damn.
I like the bell bottoms on. Nah, the best was cold.
When he was
a
lot of weight. Yeah. Any faster, that motherfucker would have lifted off.
Nah, listen. When he took that big
coming down there with the undercover brother pants on. Bruh. But he had
on them pants though, cuz.
Hey, you said the Saturday Night Fever, Jay.
I mean, it's like the undercover brother balloon pants he had on or some shit, man. It's like Jesus Christ. But it's like he playing that part. He going back to his old, his old Rock days. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Funny as shit.
Because I mean, it's like all Rock got to do for like the last few weeks. He didn't just had to go back into the closet and pull out some shit from the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna give Dre his flowers right quick, everybody.
Yeah, y'all gotta give it to me.
We did well. I didn't expect them to raise
Bronxx
Cody up.
said it was corny, and they ain't gonna do that shit too.
They really came out there and did that. Everybody really came out there and cried and lifted Cody on their shoulders.
Everybody really came out. They really did. And look, everybody came out. Nick Khan.
Dog.
It was at the
first. He called Triple H and Bruce Pritchard out to the ring.
Bruce Pritchard came out that joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Dre, you did call it.
I did call it. I said, I told you every time definitive.
I don't either.
Every time definitive new eras come, like or Ron Simmons winning the being the first black champion in WCW, they came out. Sting, because Sting
when he beat Hogan, Sting beat Hogan,
that belt for the longest, and they pick you up. And I said they want to have to do this with Cody because basically it's a new era coming in, and he just dethroned Roman motherfucking Reigns.
Listen, I'm gonna be 100. I think Cody should have did like the what is it, the Cody Cutter? He should have did. No, what's the Johnny dude? I can't remember his fucking name.
I think it's the Cody Cutter when he jump off the rope.
Nah, not that one.
You talking about his main finisher?
Yeah,
Crossroads.
Yeah, Crossroads.
Oh, the Crossroads.
I don't know why I had a brain fart like that.
Mm-hmm.
He should have did that John off the top rope, Slim. Giving it to Roman 3 times. Roman kicked out of that before.
That would have looked messy.
Yeah, it would have.
That's why I didn't think it was over because Roman kicked out of 3 Crossroads before.
Yeah. Last year.
Yeah, I ain't think it was over after that. I swear I did.
When I seen Randy in the joint, I thought he was about to hit him with the. I thought everybody for a hot second. I said, I think everybody about to trade on this man, like turn because they hoist him up and they was turning him, and Randy was right there. I thought that man was about to be like that old school shit. And
I'll tell you 2 people that was kind of weird for me to see come out to the ring.
Who that?
LA Knight and CM Punk.
Yes.
Well, I was expecting
not CM Punk, but definitely LA Knight.
Yeah, LA Knight for sure. I was just like, huh? That was weird. That just threw me off a little bit. It's like, what type of?
But I also feel like that was big of him to do it.
It was.
Yeah.
Because everybody been pushing for him to be the person to do this.
And then you so I guess it fits because you bring all the other big baby faces into the ring to celebrate Cody beating Roman. So okay, I get it now.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see this press conference.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching it right now.
Can't wait to hear what that man got to say. But
Triple
H, man, let's talk about Triple H, man. That part had me tearing up a little bit, the way everybody giving it to him, and then he came back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Stephanie thought she was Triple H tonight, man.
You see, I'm like, go ahead, shorty.
Stephanie, like I ain't been here in a while, so let me get my shit off.
I don't think she fucked with her father either. I don't think she fucked with Vince McMahon.
No,
who does right
remember
now?
When he came back? Remember when he came back? That's when she was left. Like, I'm out. Fuck it.
I'm out. Yeah, because they pushed so hard to get his ass out of there.
and
they pushed so hard to get him out of there, and when he came back and they realized that, oh shit, this is really happening, I guess she was just like, I'm done.
And the thing about Vince, man, I was telling somebody that the thing is, you cannot run a company for so long with just being one person and making all the decisions, and that's what I think hindered WWE as a company and as an entertainment company as well. Because what I think Triple H does is give people roles, and they make decisions collectively, and that's how because I'm sure they had like probably a vote of, do we finish this story now or keep it moving? You see what I'm saying? And it was probably a couple of people saying, just keep it moving. Let's break hold.
Right.
And everybody else was like, and I knew he was gonna win the way the pressure was put on Cody. Like, I mean, The Rock, when he went back in the back, he better hug the shit out of The Rock, because The Rock made that much. Let's talk about The Rock's involvement in all of this.
I'm eager to see what's next. You know what I'm saying? And let's give it up for The Rock last night. The Rock wrestled last night, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Rock didn't get hurt last night. He ain't coming in and hide behind Roman, just getting tagged in and tagged out.
Like, he was on point. He was on point. He looked good. He was on point.
Sold the shit out that spear too.
Sold the spear.
Oh yeah.
Is it me?
I'm sure there's a receipt somewhere in there.
But The Rock, he know how to sell. He take one of the best sellers of all. Like,
absolutely.
Ever since he took his spear from Goldberg, it's been I'm just saying.
He gonna find some type of way. He gonna find some type of way to squeeze Goldberg.
That was the first time.
Oh man.
Look, did Roman's nose getting bust last night add to the intensity or what?
Yeah.
When he looked up and his nose was bleeding, I was like, "Oh, got good going on."
It's like something clicked in his head when he saw that blood, and he was just like, this for real, for real. Oh, okay.
Nah, it was.
So yeah.
That was, But The Rock, I like what they doing, man. I want to see where it's gonna go. I guess it may be true. The other cousin of them just signed, so
Jacob Fatu.
Bloodline.
He did sign.
There's a rumor that he signed with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we might see Bloodline.
Not to mention, I think that old boy that came from New Japan, Tama Tonga, may be signing with WWE also. Okay. He's not necessarily blood, but he's, distant, affiliated with him, because obviously he's the son of Haku. So he may play some part into it too. And I don't know if he's going to be main roster or NXT, but I think he's also signing with WWE. But them getting Jacob Fatu, because obviously he had been pushing for the longest to get in the company to get with this storyline. I mean, I will say though, some of the shit he did in MLW, he is not going to be able to do on WWE TV though.
But it was like some shit that he used to do.
It was some shit that's like, okay, we ain't back to the attitude era yet. Rock can get away with some of the shit he say, but Fatu, some of the stuff he do be like, all right, calm down. But yeah, I just like you said though, I'm definitely giving it up to Rock, because for them saying that, to make that pivot like they did when all that stuff got said, and for him to be just go head first into it. I mean, obviously the shit with the Instagram posts, you know what I'm saying, first and foremost, and then kicking it off every week, like basically building it up every week
Rock was
on
invested.
SmackDown.
He was invested.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because he was invested not only to build Cody up as that big time white meat babyface, but to also build Roman up and that bloodline as like the unbeatable juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if something happened with Roman, I got him. So ain't nothing gonna happen to him, because he was, he's definitely throwing it in their face. Hey, I'm your boss. I'm your boss. Like he told the ref last night, stop counting. I'm your boss. You fuck around and find out. You fired. You keep counting, I'll fucking fire you. Exactly. It's like, dog, they halfway into the damn stadium fighting, and it's like, dog, they should have been counted out like 10 minutes ago.
Right.
And then Rock telling him, you stop counting. You fucking count, I'm gonna fire your ass. So it's like, okay, yeah, you got to. But Rock saying, I will say this though, I saw the press conference last night, and they straight up asked Rock,
he told him,
do you see more matches coming? And he was like, yeah, it's gonna be stuff. It's gonna be more stuff coming. So stay tuned.
Said, man, he is here for like he said, this is a long game he's playing.
He said forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think The Rock been wanting to buy WWE. I think he been wanting, because the man he lives professional wrestling. Like this is. He's a professional wrestler who happened to be the biggest movie star in the world. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
But he's also a businessman.
And he's a businessman. And I think he always wanted. You see what he bought the XFL. I mean, he was getting closer and closer back to WWE. And I think what he said when he came back, he was like, I just want to do something that has never been done. Like this story with Cody, to get back to the match, this shit never really been done like this in this manner, to where
bro, this is cinema. Like this story been going for like years.
Yes. Basically since August of 2020.
It's about that long game. But I think the only reason, he wasn't going to come back unless Vince McMahon was gone. I think he loves Vince McMahon, but I don't think he wanted to be back with Vince.
The Rock basically took all of McMahon's failures and made him great again. He did the XFL and WWE. Not to say the WWE was a failure, but it wasn't as good as it was before. The difference between WWE then a couple years ago than now is the difference of storytelling. You can see where Paul has his hand in. You can see where Heyman may have his hand in, and then now you have The Rock. Triple H said when it came to The Rock coming back and doing any match or anything like that, he doesn't want to half-ass anything. He wants to do it to his full capacity, and he wants to make sure he gets it all. So that's including any storyline that's being told. So that's why when they say this is the new era, the Paul Levesque, whatever you say his last name, it's exciting because we know not only are we, obviously from the promos, they have completely just let. Did y'all see Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame speech?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
You could have never
told
got
him
sucked a couple years
He
ago.
told him to suck it last night.
Yeah.
He told me
Like the whole atmosphere of everything has changed. You can tell people is enjoying what they do more. He's letting them have creative control. You see how Drew made the shirts, and he's on his Instagram or Twitter every other day talking about how CM Punk WrestleMania dreams has died and all that stuff. Like
Slim literally tweeted during the match.
Mm-hmm.
Like legit tweeted, sent out the tweet during the match. Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Like
it's
everything
crazy. And we never experienced WWE like this before. Like, because, you know, I mean, I look, to give our truth this moment that Vince McMahon would never have given
never.
Him. And the fucked up thing about it is, you know, Vince McMahon and our truth are like that, but I don't think it's like, I think he keeps them around like a dog. You see what I'm saying? The laugh at and shit. And it shows in the character work that he sent them out there to do. Because guess what? He's still doing the character work, but the little dumb guy or whatever, but he's doing it with a storyline. Like that man is the 24/7 champion, man. Like, come on, man. Nobody
and he turned the 24/7 champion into gold.
Yeah.
He did. He worked with it. He works with it.
Yeah.
That's how good he is. And to get and for Triple H, Paul Levesque, to give that man his moment after fucking 20-something years in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man. And we're seeing all of the things that Vince McMahon was fighting not to happen. They say pro wrestling now. Like they wasn't supposed to say that on camera. You can't say wrestling. It's supposed to be just like Paul Heyman said. You know, he was like, I love this sports entertainment. No, pro wrestling. And they're saying it. Vince McMahon is at home shitting, no pun intended.
and also they're making references to other companies outside of the WWE. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about guys coming from other places, it's like they talk about Cody being a New Japan champion, you know, being at TNA,
the thing about it is,
stuff like that.
When you're a company, you need to collaborate. Vince ain't never want to collaborate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you see they had pictures of him and Omega and him and the Young Bucks. And I said, damn, they really you know, merging things over there. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Well, soon enough, it's gonna be nobody's gonna get in trouble if they say AEW, you know. So okay.
Well, Sami Zayn said when he was there, he was like, do y'all want me to talk about AEW? I was like, he went
missed that one.
And they had Jericho on the Steve Austin show.
Well, let's see how let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes after Dynamite on Wednesday when they allegedly show this video with Jack Perry and CM Punk that they've been talking about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I get.
Go ahead.
Well, it basically came. I guess it's coming from the interview that Punk did last week. They're basically saying that old boy from AEW basically got pissed to the point where they're leaking the legit video of what happened between Jack Perry and CM Punk at All In London last year. And then on top of that, the Young Bucks are going to speak about it. So it's like, I guess the gloves is off right now for them. So other companies, I could see other companies obviously are getting mentions on WWE TV, but it may be a while before somebody like legit, you know, mentions AEW in some form of capacity.
That's because Tony Khan is butthurt and mad.
Yeah,
that he had to get rid of CM Punk.
See,
he's mad as shit at Jack Perry for even making CM Punk have to do that. So what I think they were waiting for was seeing if CM Punk was going to say something, and they looking at it like how you in court, you know. The prosecutor.
Well, the man said there was no NDA on the whole situation. He just didn't want to speak on it. But I guess he got to the point where he was just like, "Fuck it," you know.
I would have said "fuck it" too, because they were saying shit about him. Khan came out in Chicago and just straight up, I fire CM Punk, blah, 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 all that. Like, you ain't have to do that in front of my motherfucking hometown. You know these motherfuckers fuck with me.
I'm glad Punk looking healthy, though. I said I'm glad Punk looking healthy, though. He is.
Absolutely. Looking healthy and happy.
Yeah.
And happy.
Healthy enough to call it the championship.
That's our transition. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Listen, the every entrance tonight was fire. Everybody's entrance was fire. So with that being said, Drew popped that shit off. He looked championship ready.
Super villain Drew.
But you come out there first. You come out there by cranking out Piper's bagpipes,
Piper, right? Yo, yeah.
It's like really. It's like, okay, how much of a villain are you really about that villain life right now?
Now, one entrance that just threw me off, and it was out of left field. Don't have nothing to do with her character. What the fuck was Bayley doing? Like,
Why
didn't you come out in like a fiesta type deal with? Because you're Mexican, shorty. You ain't got nothing to do with no Egyptian.
I ain't get it,
and I have nothing to do with your character.
Why she ain't have no black dudes carrying her? Because you know, all that ass when they show you know, I get it.
I ain't get that one either.
It was like, huh?
But the match was good as shit, man. The match was good.
He started off with the Claymore.
Listen,
five Claymores.
Hey, let me tell y'all one thing right quick. So I was watching the match on my phone right here where I am, but I was also watching it on my TV.
Right.
But I was like playing the game a little bit. So I look like I see the match starting. I hear the bell ring. I look down and I hear the motherfucker say Claymore. I said, what?
That happened. Remember
no way.
Sheamus and Daniel Bryan.
I went straight to my head. I said, nah, it ain't about
Yeah.
I said
if they're gonna do that shit, then Seth gotta be injured. If they're gonna do that shit, Seth gotta be injured.
Listen, and I really thought they was about to pull the plug right there. Like, what? Like that match had so many good near falls. I really ain't know who was gonna win.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Usually you can see it coming.
Yeah, I couldn't see these coming. Some of these I couldn't see.
The man took 5 Claymores.
Yeah. But look, they had me for a minute when Seth hit the curb stomp outside on the announce table, and he put him in.
When he ran from announce table,
I said, oh,
it's
about to be done.
Yeah.
And when it wasn't, I was like, okay, 4 or 3 more Claymores later. I said, all right, bet. I said, now get your ass up and run to the back. He didn't do that. He prance around and throw I stole your moment. Yeah, you know. I was like,
but that's when I knew it was a wrap, because he fucked around with Punk in Punk's face so much till it was like, okay, Punk gonna have to do something. As soon as Drew turned his motherfucking back, Punk gonna do something, and sure enough, it happened.
And the thing is, you don't invite no grown man to your dick like that.
No,
exactly. Why you standing in front of him?
You ain't about
Why you standing up in front of him?
Bro, he was legit in front of that man.
Yeah.
But all of that going on distracted me from the cash in.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I always knew it was going to happen. But just that pivot made me forget that it was gonna happen.
I thought of it as soon as I seen Drew on the ground.
I didn't.
I said, because I typed it. I said Damian right before he came out.
But you wanna know why I didn't think of it? You wanna know what really took my mind off it? When Punk took his cast off.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
When he took his cast off, what popped in my head was, okay, now we going Punk versus
they was gonna start
Yeah, it was going to start
Punk and Drew.
And that's what instantly popped in my head. Then I hear the music and I say, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you guys. I'm gonna ask each one of y'all. It's a 2-part question. No, I'm gonna ask this. Is Priest ready for this? I'm gonna go with Zoe first.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I do not know. I mean, I like Priest, but I don't know. I guess it's because he's so tall and he fight the way he fight. It'd be a little weird, like he like a heavyweight finesse. You feel me? So I be kind of caught up in what he's trying to convey when he wrestles. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to show you strong, but you do other stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I hope he is, because I do think he could be a good champ. Okay. I just don't know. I don't necessarily know what this means for him in Judgment Day. That's another thing that kind of I'm leery about. I don't know.
Okay. Bronxx Legend.
And that leads me into my answer. If they keep him with the Judgment Day, he'll be fine. If they pull him and make him go solo, I don't think he'll be able to carry that by himself. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can understand why you say why you would say that.
So real quick before you get your stuff, Phil. So if they keep him with Judgment Day, what do they do with him and Finn's dynamic? Because they're the real like tag team in that group. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like Dom, he'll tag in sometime, but now
I think that's done for them as a tag team.
Of course. So it's just Mommy and Priest. But I actually, now that I say that out my mouth, that's appropriate, because it was kind of like they were the shot callers. Them two.
Yeah, they are the shot callers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said,
on top though.
Right.
Look, like that Thor, and he was like, "You're the boss."
Look, like this. This how it
is. Definitely the boss.
But with that being said, Jay, you right. If they keep him with Judgment Day, I think it can work. I think it can work. I agree with that.
If they fuck over Sami, because Sami really don't need to keep that belt long. They can fuck over Sami and can take that Intercontinental from Finn.
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 But man, when Gable gonna get a belt? God damn it!
It's coming off of Sami.
You think so?
Because remember when Sami was going out there.
A chance. I think Sami told him that really come out and say, "You deserve to fight me."
He told him that. Gable told him before he went out there in the match. He said, "Remember, you owe me a favor." So now that he helped Sami, he helped train Sami, quote unquote, to go out there and beat Gunther. Now that you got the belt, I'm first in line for the shot.
But
this is a way that Chad can turn heel by beating Sami for it.
I think they. Well, I'm gonna get the first answer first. Do you think Priest is ready?
At this point, he should be, because being around a guy like Finn, who was a former champ, and I as well as having that Money in the Bank briefcase, like got to remember, Priest was a 2-time U.S. champ before he got tag titles with Finn. So he's held gold before on the main roster. So it's really going to tell if he's ready first to see who his challenges are going to be. Now, we already know he got a ready-made opponent with Drew. You know what I'm saying? Since Drew had the best 5-minute World Heavyweight Championship run. And another person that you can kind of pencil in to be another challenger for Priest, somebody who just lost his title last night, Gunther.
Yes, Gunther.
Yeah,
I think that is.
He's got to have ready. He's got to have credible challengers to his title for him to have a good run and be ready to be that guy. Because remember now, Seth gonna be gone. I'm assuming Cody's gonna be gone because now he the champ, so he going to SmackDown. So Priest technically is gonna be that number one guy. Now he can be that guy on the show, but maybe not be the guy. But with him holding his belt and Paul, having his back, the jury's out. We just have to see how this first run goes and this first, program goes. Because I'm assuming that first one's got to go with Drew because I don't think Punk is ready yet physically. So that first run got to go with Drew.
I'm going to say,
but it remains to be seen.
I'm going to say the opposite of what y'all said about Drew being with the Judgment Day. I think that the Judgment Day is going to not be focused on him as a champion while being with the group. I think he needs to turn babyface, but get a beat down. They got to get that, garner that sympathy. You see what I'm saying? And I think his first challenge, if they do turn on him, or one of his first challenges, should be Finn Balor, because Finn is probably going to be the one that get jealous. Because remember, that shit was happening in the beginning. A lot of jealousy going, and never got the job done. You see what I'm saying? So I think he'll be better off by himself and building up Damian Priest as the champion. But again, I don't think he's ready for that yet. I don't think he's actually ready to be the champion yet.
Y'all want to know something? I just thought about two things. I don't, and I necessarily don't think I can remember the first one. So let's go with number two.
Okay.
Damian Priest. Now that I think about it, y'all want to know who he give me a little bit of vibe of when he talk on the mic? Like, this man is trying to be Razor Ramon.
He does. He
does the Razor's Edge.
And
I see his man. You saying his mannerisms, like dude. Yeah. I do.
With his voice being the way it is, like
I can hear him saying, "Hey, yo."
Yeah.
Well, Priest is really Latino. Razor just played one.
But that's what I was about to say. So if he could try to if he could tap into some type of swag, it'd be like
he could tap into some of that machismo.
In some way, this belt gives him some type of like even more confidence. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I think he could do it, and I do think him staying with Judgment Day for a little bit could feel that.
Yeah, because it could be a kind of a bloodline thing to where when Priest has some of his defenses and he's right almost at that point, you could have Finn, Dominic, and JD, come out there and help him retain that belt. Until you figure out if there's some dissension within the Judgment Day between Damian and anybody else. I mean, we all know that Finn is probably the best challenger for him as far as anybody in the group. So you could kind of ride it out, as far as other storylines or other opponents for Damian, and to be right at that, just about to lose, but then get that assist from the guys in Judgment Day until it gets to that point. Because like you said though, Finn, I'm sure Finn may still hold some resentment about him not being able to get the job done to get the belt off of Seth those couple times, and to see Priest do it, even though it wasn't necessarily Seth, but to see Priest now be the champ. It may come somewhere down the line, but I think some of that resentment or raise, it'll rise up in Finn, and
I can see that.
I can see Rhea actually having some say so in it. Also, as far as whether Damian stays or goes.
But if she does, I think it'll be like she'll try to keep it like friendly competition, and I think they'll take it too far.
Yeah. That'd be the best way to do it. Yeah, because then you keep her in the middle of it.
Do y'all
she don't pick a side?
Do y'all think Drew gets another shot? Or they was
absolutely.
I think it's going to be a backlash.
But when he says another shot, I think he means does he win?
Well,
is that what you mean, bro?
I think the only reason they did this tonight for Drew, they
was because he didn't get the fans.
Yeah,
he didn't get. Well, he didn't sign a new contract yet, and I think they want to show him that they can pull a trigger, but they just gave him a piece of it. Like, look, if you sign your contract, we can make.
That's so fucked up.
Nah, because look, man, this money, man, we not about to have no Bret Hart.
Like, I feel Drew was more championship ready than Priest was.
Yeah, but when it comes to contracts, though, it ain't about what you deserve. It's about when you negotiate.
100%.
So we don't know exactly how the negotiations could be going between them. You know, Drew, obviously he got some points on his side, and I'm not sure exactly what WWE may be offering, but I'm pretty sure, like you said, Drew getting the belt tonight, and even at that point when Seth rolled out the ring, looking at him and told him, "You fucking deserve it."
You deserve
it's like, dog, this is what you could get if you stay here.
Yeah, to this WrestleMania, man, because it was a lot of emotions being revealed tonight between the wrestlers.
You can see
a lot of people was giving props and praise to each other.
She even did that to EO. Like, she looked over and said something to her. After the matches,
the Usos match. You seen Jay go like this on the floor?
Oh yeah. You see that? Wow.
He tried to get Jimmy attention, and then he went like this. He put up the ones.
Okay. But the thing with Drew, I really think that they was like, all right, we give you a moment, because he did deserve that moment. He held that shit down.
He did.
And he got it.
Sure did.
Go around the ring and cry and kiss his girlfriend and doing all of that. It's crazy.
He did do all that, and then
it's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was 5 minutes.
Hey, listen.
Drew Slim held that belt for 5 fucking minutes. He was the best. He was the best 5-minute run.
Hold on, y'all. Now that you say all that, bruh, hey, to be a wrestler is fucking crazy, man.
Nah, but you gotta think about it. Bro.
Dang,
he know he about to get cashed in on. That gotta feel a little crazy, because you gonna spend that you like you went in real life, kissed your girl and everything, showed off, and you about to get cashed in.
Yeah, now your wife why the fuck you come over here and kiss me? Now you know your ass about to lose it.
That's crazy.
Like, and then him doing all that stuff, and Punk sitting in that chair like, countdown and 10, 9. It's like, okay, it's coming.
He can't even.
That's why Punk was there the whole time.
Absolutely.
His ass sleeping on the couch. They said, "Why you ain't tell me you lose that belt?" Yeah, get your pillow on your blanket.
So you told me I was going to fuck a champion tonight, and you ain't.
We like, you know what? I'm deleting that dumbass tweet you sent earlier. I'm deleting that tweet you sent. How about that?
Nah, that was funny.
So he probably gonna end up signing that fucking contract, like, man.
He should though, man. He should.
Yeah.
I mean, I
can't see
like AEW.
He's not gonna get no better storyline anywhere else.
Hell no. Nah.
Right.
His best years and his best run is here in WWE right now.
His agent or his lawyer is asking for more money that they probably ain't trying to break off.
It's possible. Drew, I mean, it's quite possible.
Because Drew may think in his head that he's the top tier. He's not the top tier in my eyes. I think he's like below the top tier. Like he's there, but he ain't there.
Yeah, he definitely in the class under.
Yeah,
and he ain't far. He ain't far.
And you ain't gonna get that Cody Rhodes money. You ain't gonna get that Roman Reigns money. You ain't gonna get that Seth Rollins money. So you got.
But see, Drew is a guy that you can plug in as a heel or a babyface and be a legit threat to anybody holding a title on any show.
Exactly.
Hey, and go ahead. Finish up.
No, just saying, and on any show, you can have him face a title holder, and you could legitimately have a storyline where you say, I think Drew might get it. Well, except for the Roman shit. But anybody else, you could legitimately look and say it.
Well, it ain't
he's
Roman
a good
shit
utility person.
True. That's yeah.
Hey, but speaking of Seth real quick, he was really selling that knee though.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, you know they worked it. I mean, how they worked on it last night.
Listen, when wrestlers get to selling too much, I get scared. Well,
y'all know Triple H is all about the sale. He's stuck on that sell your moves.
Because he was even selling after Cody won the title, bro.
Yeah.
That's good. Like
he had KO.
But that's two legit injuries he got. That's two legit injuries he got though.
Hey, y'all think he really injured though?
I think Seth is really injured. Probably not his knee, but he's sitting down.
Yo,
there's no rematch coming, nothing.
Did y'all feel that full circle moment when he hit Seth with the chair? Was it like it was right
absolutely
in the Shield?
Absolutely.
Feel the same
way.
Absolutely. Everything the same way, and he had the Shield uniform. All of that. Killing it.
As soon as Roman looked at Cody with that chair, but then he saw Seth sitting there on the ropes, it was like, oh yeah, Seth about to catch it.
This gonna feel way better than hitting Cody.
And do y'all remember when I said, I think it was on even on a live or one of my segment joints, I said Seth is gonna look at if he turns, he's gonna look at Roman but hit Cody, and it just happened reverse. And I was like, wow, like I predicted two things tonight, baby. But
hey, I don't care what y'all say, Seth entrance was fire too.
It was cool because they actually explained it. But they actually explained what it was. So we wasn't all sitting out here thinking like it was some like Mardi Gras shit. It's like, hold on now, we in Philly, not New Orleans.
It looked like,
but that's what I'm saying. But that's why it actually worked, because they actually had to explain what was going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes it's like when you tell a joke, you know what I'm saying? When you got to actually explain the shit, it ain't that funny.
Right.
So it's like to see them come out there like that with Seth and them actually having to explain why these people are out here and what they wearing. It's like, okay, I get it. I mean, we know that Seth gonna come out there with that pageant shit on. We know that. Seth gonna come out there with some shit on. So we know that. That's just Seth.
The Roman Reigns.
That's another motherfucker that gotta be getting that bag, because the shit he wear got to be expensive.
That Roman Reigns.
You ain't buying that shit on no 6-figure salary.
That Roman Reigns entrance was epic. I just thought like the man had a orchestra, and they're singing the fucking bruh looked like he was walking out of heaven.
Nah, it was on one.
Yeah,
for real. I can dig it. even the street fight surprised me a little bit.
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It surprised me.
You talking about Street Profits?
Yeah. B-Love. She got her. What's her name? B-Love.
B-Fab.
Yeah, B-Fab.
B-Fab.
What? I knew the ladies was good. Yeah, I knew they was gonna get physical. I didn't know they was gonna get like that though, going through the damn table.
Hey,
but
get the tables.
I wish they would have had Bubba Ray get physical though.
I want to see a 3D.
I wanted him to put him through the table.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He put the glasses on. I said, "Oh shit."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like they should have said, "Get the table," and they should have acted like they was gonna do it and let him do it.
Yeah.
But you know though, when they did get it, the first table broke.
Yeah.
During the match, the first table broke.
Didn't do nothing.
And then they had to go out there and get another one. Because I think Montez was about to come off when they had Cross on the table, and that bitch broke, and then everybody was like, "Oh." So they had to go out there and get another damn table.
Did y'all notice? And a lot of match was cool too. But did y'all notice it's foam in the ladder? It's like styrofoam in the ladder, man. Because when it breaks, you see the pink styrofoam.
No. Those are wooden ladders. They painted them.
But but you see the pink styrofoam.
It's red. They painted the ladders. They put that out yesterday because when that happened in the ladder match. Mm-hmm. And that ladder, it kind of bent. It didn't fully break, but they showed it. And there's actually some of those ladders in there with wooden ladders.
The one that whatchamacallit went through.
Yeah. They showed that the ladders actually were painted because they almost had a major fuck up with that one ladder that Priest and Miz was on. And the ref was trying to grab Priest by the leg and tell him, "It's like, yo, that ladder broke. Don't climb up that bitch."
Why he kept trying to grab us? What are you doing?
Yeah, the ref was hitting Priest on the leg when he was trying to climb up, but she was trying to get his attention to let him know that the one of the legs on the other side of that ladder was broken, and that's the same one that Miz climbed up. And I don't know, by the grace of God that, the shit didn't actually break on them because they got pretty damn high before they actually got off. Because imagine if they would have, tried to climb up to the damn near the top and that bitch would have just broke on them.
And I see why they gave it to Theory and your man, because they wanted to have babyface heel. They wanted one babyface and one heel, and DIY's babyface. And
I'm glad they finally split the titles, though. I'm just glad they finally did that.
I'm glad they need to present new titles by Monday. I'm talking about tomorrow. Because these
didn't it feel weird still with the titles being split?
Huh?
It felt weird with the titles being split though.
Because we ain't see that shit.
But it needed to be done. It needed to be done.
Yeah, because it's been because the Usos were the ones that unified them, and it had been almost about 2 years or so.
As Roman Reigns. Fuck.
Yeah.
Walking around with 4 damn belts.
Right?
Yeah, and not only that though, you gotta remember the guys who were the champs at the time, they could go through both shows. Mm-hmm. So it was Usos, then KO and Sami, then Judgment Day, and then Cody and Jay had it. Then went back to Judgment Day. So anybody who had those tag team titles, they could go through both shows.
But I do.
So now it was good to have it separate.
I do like that ability though, to be able to flow through shows.
If it fits the storyline, it's good. If it fits the storyline, it's a good thing to have.
Yeah. They need to make that compatible. I actually like that. Somehow, some way. What the Logan Paul, man. Paul.
Shout out to Logan, baby. I love that dude.
Bro.
Keep building Logan Paul, man.
Did you call that?
Yeah, I said I want him to have it to a SummerSlam. And
listen, this is Logan Paul belt. He not losing that belt.
Yeah.
No time soon.
I thought they was gonna let Randy get that.
Nah, I never.
Nah,
Listen, I'm gonna be real. I never thought Logan Paul was losing tonight. This is to build him.
Mm-hmm.
You think about it. Think about it. KO was a United States champion. Randy was a United States champion, and what? Randy was this a record for Randy or something? Like, how many records Randy keep breaking by going to another premiere show? Like,
and the thing is, they priming that joint for LA Knight. See, tonight was LA Knight's basically.
Him winning that WrestleMania.
Yeah, that they had to give him that and see how they wanted to see the reaction too.
That match was good too.
That match was pretty good, and now they ready. They probably like, he ready for the belt, and he
that actually been ready for a belt.
He actually wants to climb the ladder of it. He said he really didn't want that match with Roman Reigns because he knew he wasn't gonna get it.
Hey, I don't mean to change the story, guys. I'm just looking on TV. I just saw John Calipari finalizing the deal to go to Arkansas.
Oh wow, that's weird. College basketball.
Yeah,
Calipari to Arkansas. Yeah, crazy.
So he leaving Kentucky, going to Arkansas. Wow. Okay, well, get that bag. But anyway, I mean,
now, right? They can make money off of their fame now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Players and shit,
yeah.
I didn't.
But you know that. I say the thing with Logan. I think they really setting something up for him at SummerSlam, because if you remember, SummerSlam is in Cleveland this year, his hometown, and they made the announcement. They made the announcement on his show last month that SummerSlam is going to be in Cleveland. So him retaining. I mean, you only have 2 pay-per-views. You got Backlash over in France next month, and then I think Money in the Bank, I think, is in Toronto. So, yeah, him having a big match at SummerSlam, obviously him. We just have to figure out who would be his opponent off of SmackDown.
They got that King and Queen of the Ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, inside. Yeah, that's right. And the next month.
Okay.
They doing SmackDown there the night before.
They probably gonna make LA Knight King of the Ring.
You think so?
Look, I think these are the 2 people that they about to fucking push sky high. LA Knight and Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is going to be fucking champion before the fucking summer is up.
You might want to put one more name. Put one more name in there.
Who that?
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, they about to fucking.
They're gonna put a rocket on her.
Shorty gonna win Money in the Bank because she gives me that Carmella type feel. You know what I mean? And she's real. She's a good heel, but the crowd audience ain't even allowing her to be a heel because everybody fuck with her.
Yeah, everybody love her.
I love that. Yeah, but 2-3 moonsault she do. That shit, man.
The perfect moonsault, baby.
Yeah. They got to keep her heel though. They make a mistake turning her face just because how she comes off. She needs to stay a heel for right now.
Need to be a heel.
How did y'all feel about her debut on her actual match on?
She looked a little nervous.
Jade
up a couple. Oh, you talking about Jade?
Jade.
Oh,
listen, I say her performance at the Rumble was better than this because it looked like AEW here tonight. No funny. Like she did all her moves.
She did.
And then it was over.
She did.
I see where
what the fuck they've been working on, bro.
I see where you she need a little work. Like I seen the holes in it, and I was like, and she yelled at Sari Kane, Connor, whatever her Siri, whatever. She was doing the thing. She said, "You were supposed to go the other way," because it went. Her swinging around, it went into like some type of weird looking fucking backbreaker or some shit like that. And when she who was in the corner? It was somebody in the corner, and she went to jump on them, and she was supposed to go sideways, and it didn't look good.
And you don't get just fix the shit. When the table broke, did they? Oh, the table broke, guys. Nah, just go get another motherfucking table.
Yeah. Don't sit there and think about it. Just go out there and get another one.
She looked better at the Rumble, man. It was more.
That's
more
because
versatile.
it was a little stacked.
But she did more. Like, she showed more moves there, more ability there. Bruh, she really did 1 move, 2 move, 3 move, finisher.
I mean, her debut on SmackDown was vicious. Like the way she...
But she also had legit competition, though, when she did shit in that Rumble. That show off she had with Bianca, and then her actually eliminating Nia herself.
But I But I just feel like this was another opportunity. Like WrestleMania, bro. WrestleMania. Y'all could have took this opportunity to really showcase what y'all was working on. It looked like y'all was working on nothing. It looked like y'all went and said, "What you doing, AEW? Do that right here."
We probably really gonna see it in a singles match.
Yeah, I knew they wasn't going to really. I knew they really weren't going to have her out there doing stuff. I knew they really weren't going to have her out there, doing a lot of chain moves or taking the brunt of the moves during the match, because she's never done that. They were going to have Bianca and Naomi be the ones that, put in the work and get worked over.
But y'all gotta understand.
Oh, I mean, they got time. They got time though. They had Jade in there to get the hot tag and to hype and to, bump up the crowd. That's what Jade was in there for. If you notice in that match, Naomi took the brunt of all the attacks from Damage Control, to the point where they had to do stuff,
I wasn't around when Naomi was popping off. I fuck with her.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Don't get me started on Naomi. To see what she started as to what she is now is crazy. I mean, it's basically a 180. The girl started as a fucking dancer for some goofy dude, to the point now she's a multiple time champion. So it's like night and day. You know what I'm saying? And then leaving the company did her the best.
And look, at the press conference, I ain't know this. She said, "I never watched wrestling."
I ain't know nothing about wrestling.
She said, "I ain't know nothing about." She said, "I know Hulk Hogan," and she had to go back to Hulk Hogan. To learn that craft and like Kurt Angle, Kurt Angle, I think, is one of the fastest learners of this craft. Man, so I don't ever want to lose. And Vince is like, it's not about losing. They said that man just
that's some wild shit to come in and just tell a guy like Vince back in that day, be like, I'll sign with your company, but I don't ever want to lose a match. Be like, the fuck?
Right.
Like, Doug, you don't understand how this works.
That showed that he didn't.
He had the ball because he was a gold medalist, the only gold medalist back then.
Yep.
And he won every fucking time. So
and not to mention, some of the stories came out, bro. He was legit winning shit, outside of the ring on other wrestlers.
I hope because that's going to be one of my favorites right there, because but y'all gotta understand, which I had an issue with her in AEW. Shorty is so tall,
man.
For her. So when she's trying to do these moves on these shorter women, WWE is known for having just small women. It looks funny. You know what I mean? Because she got long ass legs. And then when they hit her, she's like too fucking tall. Like, you're tall as fuck. Like it starts to show that wrestling is fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to keep getting reminded this shit ain't real. You see what I'm saying? I wanna be in that sense of. That's why I wish Roman Reigns would at least touch you when he doing his fucking Superman jump. He don't even fucking touch you, and that gets me mad. Tonight in the match, I'm like,
damn, this Bray Wyatt documentary just started playing. That going 2 hours long.
I ain't even Wyatt joint.
Yeah, it just
I watched it
yesterday. Peacock.
Man, I still can't finish it. I still ain't finished the shit. And
I watched it yesterday. Yeah, I watched it yesterday, and I'm telling you it's amazing, but it is sad as hell.
Sad, yeah.
It's an amazing doc.
I probably got through 80% of it, but
yeah,
man, I don't want to get to the part when they talk about him passing, because I teared up on his father jump when he was like, I just wish my son was here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, you're gonna have to get ready then.
I know
because yeah,
36.
They absolutely go into that. 36. I mean, they go into that whole day, bro, when it happened. JoJo, his mom, his sister, all of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How y'all feel about Bayley actually being the champ? Because I thought Io was gonna win.
Let's go ahead and say Io was a beast tonight. She was a complete savage. That was probably outside of the main event. That was probably one of my favorite matches. I don't know. I thought I'd feel different when Bayley won. I was like, I was all for her winning, but as I seen a match, I was like, I think I want Io to win.
Yeah, that's how I felt. But I always thought she was gonna win. But the more the match went on, I was like, yeah, let her win.
But I'll say this though. What has Io really done since she won the title?
That's what I say.
I can count on one hand how many times she defended it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought she would win, because I thought this would be a defining moment. This would like how me and Jay saying she came in savage, like she came in looking championship ready tonight.
Yeah.
Like I felt like this was the moment where you put your friend behind and you take off, and they gave it to Bayley.
Well, I knew.
Yeah, and
they were telling the Batista story with Bayley. Basically, the same way Batista overheard Triple H and Ric Flair, they panned in. It was the same story, and Batista won. See, the thing is,
there's also Drew's story, because Bayley was the other person that carried the company during the pandemic, like Drew did when he was champ.
That is true.
And right when they were about to go back to live crowds and go back on the road, Bayley tears the ACL.
Yeah.
So
and they wanted to have her WrestleMania moment because she was only 4 horsewomen that moment. So I knew she was gonna win. I ain't had no doubt that she was gonna win. But Io, she worked her ass off in that match.
She did.
Dog, the way she avoided that rose plant move by doing that fucking flip. It's like,
so like I agree with y'all. Like, is what has she done? But I felt like this was supposed to be that moment where she put Bayley behind her, take over damage control, and just push forward as a champion. Then
And remember, we talked about them champions that can't speak English, man. It's it's a fact. Like I really don't want a person that can't speak. I'm tired of reading that shit. You know what I'm saying? When Shinsuke started it, now I'm like, what, man?
And now we're gonna have to see how they're gonna do with Andrade. Because Andrade, I give it to him. That was one of the things they even told him. They told him straight up, "Hey, you got to learn how to speak English better." That's one of the things they told him that in AEW and before he left WWE. So I'm curious to see how they're going to do that with him because, yeah, like you said, I mean, having the subtitles for the ones who can't, fully speak English well, depending on the storyline, is all well and good. The shit worked perfect when it was Shinsuke and Cody.
Because that was some new shit.
No, we
exactly.
Seth. That shit was
well, yeah, but that too. That was it definitely helped. Oh yeah, because the way the animation and stuff they did to go along with it, perfect.
Hey, Zo, do it. What'd he say? Seth Rollins.
Nah, he was. Hey,
but
that joint was fire, man.
It's just gonna have to be set up now with Bayley being the champ to see who is going to really challenge her because even though we had the rah-rah and the let's go and the Avengers and Destiny's Child out there last night, don't forget Bianca still got a beef with Bayley. Because Naomi was coming to Bayley's aid, and Bianca was like, "Hey, you basically just getting what you deserve. Y'all put me through shit for 2 years, and now you want people to help you out when your girl's whooping your ass? Nah, you can miss me with that."
I do think they're gonna keep them three together for a little while.
Do y'all actually?
I can see that. Definitely,
I like it.
It's gonna be a faction.
Until one of them turns on each other.
They're gonna make it an official faction, but they're gonna be heavy affiliated.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a thing until the egos get the best of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be between Bianca and Cargill, where Naomi is trying to be the
peacemaker. Yeah. Because I mean, obviously, they both look at Naomi as the OG.
Yeah.
So obviously Bianca, want to get back on track, getting her belt back and whatnot. But Jade coming in, being the hot shit in the coming on the roster and want to get her shit off. And Naomi, like you said, going to be trying to play peacemaker between them for some shit because I could see them. I could actually see it blowing up to where they want to go after the tag titles, something happening, and one of them blame the other for them losing. And Naomi having to step in the middle and say, "Hey, girls, this ain't what it's about. This ain't what we said we was going to be about." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
it's no women's main roster titles, tag titles.
Yeah, it is.
That's the only one. Yeah, that's the only one.
They combined NXT and
remember they go through all three.
That's why I couldn't really remember. That's why I really couldn't remember because
they
unified them and took away it being two jumps.
Yeah, they took away the NXTs and basically just merged them. So yeah.
So look, two matches we haven't touched yet. I want to go directly into the worst one first because I was very disappointed.
Oh, we all know which one that is.
And then we can finish up with the other one. Okay. So why the hell the Usos wait this long to put on that trash match? That match, they living room matches was probably better than that when they was.
That could have been on SmackDown Friday night.
Oh, damn.
That match should have been on SmackDown.
Listen, that joke.
If you hype this shit up for 8 months,
hey Philip, that joke couldn't even be on Stand and Deliver Fridays now.
That's right. It should have been that should have been on Main Event. Should have been on main event Peacock at 10 p.m. on Friday night.
On Sunday.
Dog, you build this shit up for 8 months.
Yeah.
Even to the point where you made us think Jade fucking left after the shit happened with him basically telling everybody deuces.
They need new finishing
maybe they're not good at fighting each other because they fought with each other so long.
But I feel like they listen.
That's sort of like Michael Jordan is great, but he can never be a coach. He can't teach that shit. It's sort of like that. Like they know each other so good, so well that they can't make a good match.
But I feel like this also showed how, like, okay, so some wrestlers they got a lot of wrestling knowledge in their bag. You feel me? Like they got a lot of moves. Yeah. I think this match showed they don't got a lot of moves.
And that's
it was 6 Samoan drops, about 20 super kicks, and about 5 or 6 Uso splashes.
See, when they're
I can't remember anything else happened in the match.
They're doing it together.
I can't even.
It looks great. That's all they got.
Even when they did the little back and forth, it wasn't even punches. It was super kicks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really all it was.
And
they hit a spear. Maybe you break it up a little, but that's it.
A spear or two. Yeah.
And every time a match was going on or went off, I got on Twitter just to check the temperature. Everybody's saying, listen, don't say nothing about the Young Bucks super kicking each other to death no more. Because the Usos came out and did the same thing.
Which I will say the Usos are the best super kicks. Because they be smacking our legs.
Yeah, they super kicks do look like they be hit and they sell real good.
Oh yeah.
But, and I feel like the story told in the match wasn't that good.
No, the story leading up to it was better.
I felt like it could have been more like they could have been like, yeah, I'm in here, but I don't really want to tear you apart. Like,
make you look bad.
Yeah, they didn't really. The message wasn't really. They was trying to do more of relaying that message by talking. Like you don't got
doing stare downs and you know what I'm saying, getting in each other's faces and stuff.
Took away from the match for me.
It's like, dog, you did this shit. You basically told this story. Like I said, you could have had that match if this is how it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? You could have had that match last year when the shit was still hot.
They had a warm-up match.
Yeah. Had or maybe a tag team match. Maybe Jimmy and Solo against Jay and somebody else. To see how they were going to play off each other before they had this WrestleMania match.
I ain't like that match, man.
They will tell another story within the Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, the job. Pete, how Solo was demanding
that he finished the story.
This shit and
he kept telling Roman, get your ass up, get up,
like,
come over here and hit him.
It's like who's in charge here? He was doing the So what I'm thinking, because I say what's next for the Bloodline, I'm thinking that The Rock is going to sick Solo on Roman, and that's going to be Roman's next opponent, Solo, because they're going to he's going to chastise Roman. You're going to see some of this shit. I don't know if he's coming. I don't know when he's coming back, or if he's going to show up on Raw tomorrow, or what have you. But they got to tease.
Hey, fellas, Roman don't got the fucking belts now. Like Friday. It's not gonna be Roman Reigns coming out there with that Universal Undisputed title.
Like, what is Heyman gonna do?
Like, y'all know that, right?
He gotta go time for a break.
Remember what he said at the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? He's like, dog, if I don't have a wise man, I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah.
So do you think the wise man gonna stick around, the tribal chief, when he's not the champion?
I think,
but he's still the tribal chief.
Check it. Remember when?
But the final boss gonna make his presence that much known saying, I did everything in my power for you to keep the belt, and you still lost.
But did he?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's gonna say. That's what he's gonna say.
The little weak rock bottom he hit Cena with. That rock bottom was weak though.
Well,
yeah, it was.
but
it was.
Undertaker took Rock with him.
Yeah.
And then why did he show up after? Did he come from the dark side or hell? Like, let me get back.
That's funny. Look, when the lights came back on, and Rock was gone too, I was like, oh yeah, took that nigga with him.
Yeah.
I said, man, this man Undertaker said, oh nah, you ain't making no more interference.
It's crazy how you seen that scene with Rock and Undertaker. The Rock old as shit, right? But the Undertaker was here like 10 years before the Rock even showed up.
Yeah.
And he did a whole stint. And then, like, god damn, this, like you were saying earlier, our people are getting old as fuck. Everybody's over 50.
Listen. I was talking real quick, and then we get talk about the Gunther jump. But I was just basically saying, like, it's just so wild, bro, because when you think about the Rock, he had hair. Rock had the sideburns, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking to my cousin. I was like, who bald head is the worst? The Rock bald head or Triple H bald head?
Triple H.
Or bald head. We can even put Shawn Michaels bald head in there too.
The Rock got the hot dog pack on
of hot dogs.
Like all of them are bald head, man.
Bruh.
It's just funny. But Triple H bald head growing on me now because he wears a suit. He come out. He just introduced the show.
And the beard.
But Slim, the Rock just got a naked face and a bald head. That's killing me, man.
His eyebrows gone. He can't even do the fucking.
Yeah, he can't even hit us with the Jones is
gone. But for a 51-year-old man, he did look good last night.
He did.
I mean, he cut weight like shit. You could tell he cut weight.
Yeah,
and he said he got damn near rid of all his body fat. Like his diet was strenuous. And for him to get back into that shit was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, he did that.
I bet you his ass had some of that damn Terramana though after the match tonight though.
Yeah, he probably bought everybody up all that. Him and Snoop,
definitely
gin and juice.
Hell yeah.
Is that available up here or is that just on the West Coast?
Yeah.
Hey man, watch out for Snoop, man. Snoop a legend out here, man.
Snoop a real legend. He's a real
bro.
That's gonna be uncle for life.
They had to promote the gin and juice drink during the black match.
You know they said that
with Body and the Prophets.
They had the Mexican drink being advertised for the Rey Mysterio jump.
For Ray and them. And they had Wingstop. They had Wingstop for Bianca, Naomi, and Jade.
Hey, look, man.
WWE
gotta take it. That's like when the dude when Paul Heyman was up there and he spoke about black ECW bringing in black people or hip hop or whatever, and man, y'all saying the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the old guy, man. Hey
man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know what you're talking about. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. I mean, hey, bless the OG heart. Bless the OG heart, but man. I know what he was trying to do. I know what he was trying to say. So you got New Day for first of all, you got the white guy up there talking. Not even before that. They brought him out there in a wheelchair. So then they cut to his video, and next thing you know, they cut back. He in the ring, standing next to a white guy at the podium. It's like
one of these Jones on the lean.
Yeah, I just had to sit there like, okay, they really got him up there standing.
So look, they could have had Xavier Woods, which he is a great orator. They could have had him read that shit. Who is this white guy? It's just, and then he's fucking up the cities. He's like, oh, it's that. Yeah, it's that.
Stupid ass.
It just got super uncomfortable after like the last, I say 5 minutes was like, bruh, go fuck off. I'm gonna get out your way. But I just want to let everybody know. I'm here.
Get out of here. I just want to say
God is good. And I'm here because of God and a couple of good people.
Oh man.
Pulling the race
man.
About to hit him.
Yeah, he kept saying that. He kept saying he was making a point to say that.
He loved the way
stop using the race card. Stop using the race card.
He
tired of that. I was like, oh.
He one of them black dudes that probably got a lot of help from white people, and especially in that business, because he was bigging up a lot of white dudes. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people. Yeah, they helped you, but damn, they're promoting him as being this first black. What do you say, Jackie Robinson? But he's not on that shit. He like, hey, I was rolling with the boys. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
yeah, but you think about it though, there was few, way fewer of us back then than it is now. So I mean, for him to get to certain levels in the business, he had to help. He had to have, white people's help.
Boys.
Yeah.
That's like
to an extent, yeah. That's just what it was.
And I think what he meant by stop pulling the race card is he probably hear a lot of black wrestlers talk about it's because I'm black, it's because I'm black, it's because I'm black. And he probably just like, motherfucker, I did this shit when I couldn't even, they told me not to come to the goddamn town. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
that story they talked about that sheriff.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, goddamn, dog.
So imagine you going through all of that, and then you hearing about some dude that's a black dude, like, man, because I'm black, they ain't put me on first or last. Like, shut the fuck up. At least you get to get on.
Right.
Yeah.
Almost died.
Yeah.
I died for this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that part. Was that Thunderbolt?
Yeah, that was Thunderbolt Patterson. Yeah.
And I found out that they have to have a black person in the Hall of Fame. Like it's a must.
Every year they have to have a black person and a female get inducted.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why the Japanese lady got inducted this year.
I did fucking now The Rock, even though I am praising him for coming back and all, but The Rock is doing a lot. Like he should not have been the last one on there. It should have been Paul Heyman. Huh? It should have been Paul Heyman.
He put
he came out on the Ali Jones. He came out on his grandmother joint. Like he just be inserting himself. I'm like, damn, bro.
Well, I think that the reason why they did Heyman because they knew that shit was going to take a long time.
Yeah.
They basically, I'm pretty sure Hunter just told Heyman, hey.
He wasn't the headliner then because the headliner was supposed to be the last motherfucker.
True.
Unless Heyman go on first because he had some shit to do. Yeah, that could have been a thing.
Probably.
He had some shit to do. Let me get out there first.
My
probably
is called.
Yeah, because I mean, look who inducted him.
It was.
Look who inducted him.
Go check on that old ECW hall he kept talking about. Go see if shit.
Yeah, because I guess he took a while looking up all that old ECW stuff, looking up that coat and that the cell phone and the hat and all that stuff. It's like,
nah, he was on fire last night.
So they had the
absolutely.
Awards. They had the Slammy Awards, and CM Punk won Best Comeback. Do y'all think he deserved that one? Out of all the comebacks?
Yeah, because that pop.
Yeah.
That pop was crazy.
Yeah.
Randy Orton pop was good, but not like CM Punk.
Who else came back
that night? It was Randy Orton.
No, in the last year.
Nigga, The Rock.
Punk.
The Rock. I was thinking The Rock was going.
The Rock came back twice.
He came back 3 times.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? It was CM Punk because of
it
the
should have been Punk
stuff that happened. So they were like, nah, CM Punk is not going to show up. And that Punk Ryback said, if CM Punk comes back to wrestling, I'm going to retire. Not like we gave a fuck. But CM Punk said, no, if he came back to AEW, that's not what you said.
Yeah.
He came back to
Hey, bro. Remember Ryback? Boy, he couldn't even get Goldberg to come back because he wanted to fight Goldberg. Goldberg came back after you left the company.
We don't do imitation crab meat. We get the real crab.
Right.
I'm not gonna fight you, and you taking on the shit.
Hey, man.
But yeah,
we gotta get in the Gunther and Sami, bro.
Yeah, we got to. And I got a lot to say about this match.
5-star match, man.
It was a great match. It was a great match, but I still Sami Zayn moment was last year.
Yeah, Sami moment was last year.
They should have gave this shit because I think Chad Gable has more history and story with Gunther.
You
just threw Sami.
Yeah.
Sami don't have no prior beef.
And then you had Chad train him.
Throw him in my face like that. That was supposed to be Chad Gable's moment, bro.
Which is going to set up for a better storyline with Sami and Gable. Yeah. It's the best way to get the title off of Sami and have Gable turn heel.
But
because you're gonna make Sami
so basically
you're gonna make Sami feel guilty.
They thought so basically WWE thought that the more sympathy can be with Sami for WrestleMania. They can garner more sympathy. But I think they went with the wrong person for that.
Yeah, I'm with Dre. I just feel like everything he said just is more history there. They already had a banger. They already had a banger match. And then just everything that happened between Alpha Academy and Imperial, Sami, Gunther, you can't beat me. Then I beat you by disqualification. Then I really almost beat you. But it just like
they would have had a bomb ass package video.
Like I seen somebody say on Twitter last night. It was a W match, L decision.
Well, I tell you what could have been an L is him landing that brain buster wrong.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
and then the thing is, it wasn't.
I'm glad they showed the old.
It wasn't believable.
Listen, I'm glad they showed the old clip because I really couldn't tell what the hell he was trying to do. I couldn't tell if he was trying to hit him with the turnbuckle or hit his knee or what. But that was a hell of a move.
Look, man.
But here's the funny thing. But here's what makes that move even more incredible. Back in the day, Sami and Gunther fought each other. Back when Sami was El Generico and Gunther was Walter, but he was also about 200 pounds heavier. And Sami did that same move on him, that brain buster out of the corner. So imagine him doing when he did that shit last night, and just everything that he got done to him, getting beat down, catching, you know what I'm saying, boot after boot, chop after chop. He caught about what, 4 damn, what's the moves?
Illegal kicks.
No, power bombs.
Oh,
Gunther put like 4 power bombs on him. You know what I'm saying? To the point where Sami had to, you know what I'm saying, he was doing the damn, seizure twitching to hype himself up to get up. You know what I'm saying? Gunther going over there talking shit to his wife. And basically, you know what I'm saying? I guess Sami had his own, shit. Yeah. Yeah, it was like, dog, you do that brain buster, then give him a haluva kick to the back of the head, and then a second one to the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made it ill. Gave him a haluva kick to the back of the head, and then gave him one to the face to pull it off. And then not even just do a regular pin. Sami just fucking fell on him.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead,
and I'll say it just how I said it in the Discord. Look, I see what they're trying to do with Sami. I get it. But I don't care about Sami. I didn't want him to be. My emotions stopped me from enjoying the match. I sat like this. And I just was like, I really don't fucking care. Like, I wanted Chad. Fuck Sami's wife crying last year. Did you see Chad's daughter? Yo, that one touched me. And I said, look at her face. Yo, he got to get revenge. He got to get revenge. And it didn't happen. Instead, I'm watching Sami, somebody that after his theme song goes off, I'm uninterested anymore.
Look, I've been uninterested ever since the Bloodline storyline ended. Yeah, like it's been Sami.
Right.
Matter of fact, that got me interested in Sami. The Bloodline storyline. So, and it was a great run. It was a great. He was one of the highest baby faces at the time last year. But they won the belt. It's like this story, or this saying. Like you always see the dog running after the car, but once he catch up to the car, then
what are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
It was exciting seeing his run, but when he actually won the belts with KO, which I think they shouldn't have won those belts because the Usos should have had those belts as long as Roman had his. But
damn, that would have
after that, it was that feel good moment. Now you're at the car, dog. Like, what are you gonna do? And I mean, so the next night, the entrance turned off. And I think they tried to prolong it a little bit, but it just.
I still like Sami. It's just this wasn't his time. Like I said, man. W match, L decision. They should have just. You could have still got the W match with Gable. Like you could have got a W and made the right decision. I don't understand why they just didn't do that.
Chad he needed a WrestleMania moment. This could have been his moment. They can do it.
You know how much like this could have you could have really put a rocket on Chad easy. Like this would have been the easiest rise to the top. Like this would have been the easy.
And you want to know why? Because they built Gunther to be the fucking Terminator. And Gunther has all of these motherfuckers, sometimes twice. It's unbelievable that this Sami and this Gunther, Sami can beat Gunther.
Right. This version was not supposed to win. Like, no, the version of Chad, that's the one that's supposed to win. The dude who was training to win.
Gunther should have pulled the fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin and took his ball and went home.
I'd have rather him keep it all the way to Germany. If that was the case, like shit.
I wouldn't have been mad if
Gunther believable. Chad is believable.
I'm not even gonna lie. When Sami won the belt, I was super shocked.
I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Was like, all right.
Yeah, well, seeing them win, I was just like, okay, I guess they're going with something else then. I mean, But Sami winning this, you gotta immediately go into something with Gable.
Yeah,
100%.
You gotta immediately go into something with him and Gable.
What did y'all think of Becky Lynch and
Rhea? I liked it. And listen,
it was underwhelming for me.
But you gotta feel this though. Y'all know Becky was fighting a fever and she had strep throat, and she still came out there and did what she did.
Michael Jordan did too, and he hit the game in the motherfucking second.
Hey, but here's the other thing.
Becky like 100 pounds lighter.
But here's the other.
Lighter.
But here's the other thing,
man. You supposed to be the man. That shit fucked up. How about that?
Here's the other thing.
You ain't no girl today, or you a girl today.
Rhea just said she was having panic attacks before the match.
Give a fuck. Then stop calling yourself the man, because you know what the fuck.
No, I'm talking about Rhea.
The world, we got to deal with it.
Rhea had.
I'm talking about Rhea.
Oh,
Rhea said she was having panic attacks before the match.
Well, she did.
So you got Becky out there with strep throat, Rhea having panic attacks with the match, and on top of that, you kicking off. Bruh, who knows? She young. You kicking off WrestleMania.
Hey, Rhea
first match
like that.
But that kickoff, that first match can be a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah,
but she said she wanted that.
She did.
Because you could.
Becky wanted that.
Becky wanted it.
Mm-hmm. But Rhea Becky wanted to be the first match, and Rhea made it a point to try to get that band, because that's obviously the band who actually plays her theme song. You know what I'm saying, to play at the show. Not to mention they from Philly.
Look, y'all know somebody took a picture of them two together, right? Rhea and the lead mic.
I seen it.
That nigga was Rhea from 2012.
Yeah.
They said that from 2023. They said that was 2023 Rhea, and she was current Rhea. Hey, Slim, that shit was.
That was big facts. Big facts. Because you see how he looked, his paint and shit. It's like, look exactly like she did.
He had the short hair.
It looked exactly like her.
Something in her hair, because her hair was surprisingly long all of a sudden.
Yeah, she had a wig that threw me off at first. Like it was like 2 minutes into the match, and I'm like, "Oh, Rhea got a wig on."
Bronxx legend. I see. When I did mention the match, you was just like, "What was your?"
Well, y'all know my thoughts about Becky. I didn't want her fighting Rhea. You know what? Baszler, she was at Hall of Fame, and she was talking about how if she had to choose somebody to fight, it would have been Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
I would have rather that match. Because Baszler, even if she didn't win, Baszler is just more of a challenge, and she's just like raw and rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that probably would have been a little more exciting than not Rhea, but Becky. Becky, I don't know. I think Becky's just kind of past the time.
I think even when she was blown up back in I think she was over. She was overhyped. Like, she is not. Becky is not. She's not.
They got no
good to be like.
they got no storyline for Becky right now that is legit interesting.
You know who should have had that spot? Nia fucking Jackson. Because at the end of the day, I hated Nia Jackson when she came back, but she grown on me. She working her ass off right now, and she's showing that she can play. That should have been.
Here's two other people you could have put into that spot, and I think it would have been actually better. If she was healthy, you could have put Raquel Rodriguez in that spot, or you could have put Liv Morgan in that spot.
I don't want to see Liv no more. I'm cool with Rodriguez, but even with Rodriguez,
it's a better story.
It's a better story. Yes, I'll give you that. But the thing is, how is this Samoan mania? But Nia Jax was not on the motherfucking show, young. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did she come back for? Not to have a WrestleMania. Jade Cargill got a goddamn match. You know
and Becky beating Nia wasn't believable.
That wasn't believable.
That was
like,
Not
come
believable.
on. They was trying to put Becky through some Cody shit. Like, nobody want to see Becky no more. I'm sorry. Go back to putting them fucking goggles on and flying them fucking around and shit.
That was a 2-for-1 for backstage. Seth was like, "Well, look, can you give something for the wife?" They was like, "We see what we can do."
And why Lil Wayne got paid $1 million?
Hey, yo, what was the purpose of Lil Wayne? 2 seconds, million.
Dog.
And then that was it.
This man did 8 verses in the song, and actually 6 because he had to censor a third of the shit he said, and then basically walked out to the ring with Jay. And I know it was probably like, okay, now Wayne, you don't have to go all the way to the ring. You can stop.
Yeah, you can stop right there, Wayne. Don't be trying to pull your price tag up.
I think that
they probably like, okay, cut his mic off, please. Can we please cut his mic off? I still hear him speaking. Please cut Lil Wayne's mic off.
I think that was all Jay that he asked, could he get Lil Wayne? Because they had Meek Mill already.
I was about to say, I would prefer Meek came out there and performed Nightmares and Dreams, which was an amazing beginning of huh?
Was he?
Yeah, Meek was there. Meek was ringside.
He was there. He was in the crowd.
He was ringside. He was ringside over there with Wale and 2 Chainz and Drewski in them. He was ringside. There's a video out right now of the spot in the match last night. Yeah. When Cody he hit the rock on the table and Meek Mill letting out one of the most questionable yells. I mean,
you hear me?
Questionable's an understatement.
Sit for like a year. You see the
video. Well, it's on brand. It's on brand. When you watch that video and he's like, "Rock, get up," it's like, oh God, bro. It's like, I mean, the woman sounded more masculine than he did.
I was about to say that too.
Oh my God, man.
But look, y'all, I gotta get up out of here, man. I got work on.
I play. Nah, talk about before you do. Talk about NXT real quick.
Stand and Deliver was a smash. Everybody
whoop that trick.
Braun Breaker is next up. As soon as they put some beef between him and
Corbin,
they gonna put some beef between them. Yeah. But that man, he moved so fast. He moved the ring last night, y'all.
Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.
He shifted like when he hit the ring, you see the whole jungle. Like he shifted the ropes.
Going back and forth off the ropes actually moved the fucking ring.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And Carmelo Hayes and my man put on the show last night, boy.
Whoop that trick.
Who won?
Trick.
They should be pulling him up too to the main roster in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Carmelo and Braun's supposed to be on SmackDown, so I expect them to kind of break that title thing up soon.
Well, Triple H said that he dropped a little gems. They're saying about another month or two they're going to have the draft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So about another month or two they're going to have the draft. So you definitely expect quite a few of them cats to come up from NXT.
Yeah, man. Listen, I want them to bring
Dragon
up some faster cats, man. I'm not gonna lie, like Axiom.
Dragunov need to come up.
Who?
Dragunov.
Elliot.
I heard about him. They said they're gonna push him.
He the only one that beat Gunther.
Yeah.
Until tonight, he was the only one. He was the last person to beat Gunther. So that'll actually be a good story. Like that'll be good.
Yeah.
Like he could be like the ghost of his past type.
Y'all realize that this is the first WrestleMania without Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
They was
really pushing that. They was really pushing that tonight.
First all of that mania.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even let Stephanie be seen on camera and shit.
And she still look good for however many years she is.
Yeah, listen,
like
I was surprised to see her, and then when I saw her, I was like, she looked really good.
Because she said she was 8 years old at the first WrestleMania.
Yeah, at this age and 3 kids later,
yeah.
Man. I mean, they alluded to it. Vince McMahon less WrestleMania weekend. They alluded to it all weekend long without saying his name.
Yeah.
Right.
So everybody got that feeling that this is what it is, because everywhere you went around, all the videos you see, everybody is giving Triple H his flowers to the point you saw like it's like Heyman basically saying, even after all the years he worked with Vince, he was like, dog, I'm a Paul Levesque guy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the way he's leading his company.
Last night basically was built up frustration at Vince.
Yeah.
They were, this WrestleMania basically to the last ending was basically passing the torch publicly to Triple H.
Yeah.
They even trying to not even call him Triple H no more. They just straight up
they call my man Paul Levesque. That hurt my heart. I swear, I hate hearing that. I hate it.
But that's how it was. That's how it was for years with The Rock. It was gradual how The Rock basically had moved away from The Rock to Dwayne Johnson. I mean, it's just being in that mode. Right, brother.
And the thing is, about WrestleMania and just the way the whole presentation, I mean, down to the camera work, young. Do you see how the camera just be like it's spying on the match?
Yeah,
coming around and then going through the ropes, and then I mean everything. How they the little video packages of the wrestlers as they coming out. It's just changed. Michael Cole don't sound like a robot anymore.
Bro, you don't get, when Vince was in charge, you don't get the cameras following the wrestlers through Gorilla to the entranceway. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that type of backstage stuff when Vince was in charge. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now with
he never wanted to pull the curtain back.
Pull the curtain, yeah, exactly. It's like you see stuff the way they present to people in the ring. It's like when they show the title matches, they put that special camera on the challenger and have it labeled challenger. Put the camera on the champion, labeled the champion.
And they're saying wrestling. There's
they're giving people, you know what I'm saying, the leeway to say and do stuff and really take control of their characters to the point where you getting the people really invested in them. Just like I said, I mean, like, think about it. If Vince was still in charge, would we be sitting here looking and talking about Chad Gable the way we are right now?
Nope. Not even.
Chad wouldn't be wouldn't be on TV.
You see what
right now with him and Alpha
Academy and all of this stupid shit. That was Vince. And you see how Vince is trying to pull people away from that silly shit.
No, the Shorty G shit was Vince.
Oh my god.
You remember that shit?
The Shorty G.
Yeah.
And they really man's name the Shorty G.
Yeah.
Go ahead, put that in the bag with what's the Cody Rhodes with the paint?
Oh, Stardust.
Stardust. We're gonna put it in the bag. Just leave that there.
Oh, here's another one. Remember when Cross came up to the main roster?
Oh man, I think
they had him with that Mad Max bullshit.
That damaged dude. Even now, that's what I think about when I see that man. I mean, that's why they can't get him right, because this shit they doing with a man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I was tripping because I'm like, okay, this is a street fight, but to see Montez basically take AOP out from a dive to the outside, and he gave them all that time to get their shit off on Cross. And it's like, you got the two biggest niggas outside basically laying down.
Yeah. They
were like, hold on.
The rest of the match, it was gone.
Yeah. It's like the last 3 or 5 minutes of the match, AOP just outside, you know what I'm saying, laid out off a simple, you know what I'm saying, moonsault. And then Cross in there just basically getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a trip because if you look at it, it's like, okay, well, and this even, includes NXT, even though, Sean is running it. Mm-hmm. You see these people, you know what I'm saying, they're taking more control over their characters to where, what they can actually do in and out of the ring. The work in the ring, the promos, you know what I'm saying, the way some of these storylines are working inside of each other and bleeding out on other people's storylines too.
It's like I don't mean to cut you off. It's like this. Remember when we will have in the Vince McMahon era, we will have a story, and you'll be in the storyline with me, right? But I have a lot of history with this guy walking down the ramp, and I'm walking up the ramp, but I won't even acknowledge that I used to beef with that guy. It's like he was doing storyline by storyline. When you have Drew and Seth, they're fighting each other, but Drew is worried about Punk, and Seth is worried about a whole nother match, and in a whole nother match. And you're not like, everything seems like it's supposed to be happening in real life. You know what I mean? Like Pearson in the back when they be having them conversations behind people and shit. Like, come on, man. Yeah. It's looking real.
Attention to detail.
Exactly.
Every little thing is done on purpose.
Yeah. But I tell you this, especially not only just how tonight went, but the whole weekend, I'm very anxious to see how the Monday after Raw is going to go, as well as Friday night SmackDown. Because let's not forget SmackDown, even though it'll be a few days away, but seeing how the Raw after WrestleMania is going to go, because obviously now Cody being a champ, I'm assuming he's going to have to go to SmackDown.
But he's going to be the first one out that joint tomorrow night. Like,
absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm dying to see this scene of him coming out of that fucking curtain with that belt on. Is he going to wear the belt? Is he going to hold the belt? Is he going to fold it and hold it like that, like Ric Flair used to do, like that sophisticated?
He'll probably come out wearing it and then take it off when he got to do his whoa, and then be in the ring, and it's going to be a sight, because like you said.
Did y'all hear Ricochet's girl? She couldn't even.
Yeah, she couldn't even get it. They said it on the mic. Like, Samantha so overcome with emotion, she was like, barely get it out.
And Michael Cole was too. Michael Cole was too at the end. Yeah, you could tell in his voice he was getting choked up at the end. So I mean,
ending.
Shout out to Ricochet. Shout out to Ricochet, just because.
Ricochet.
Yeah.
You better be
winning. Hey, he winning in and out the ring. I mean, winning in the ring now too, but in and out the ring.
Samantha,
but
she a good one, because that man is on the lower mid card.
Hey,
he's been using him though, and he's been using arm ass matches.
And did you see? They got the highlights I saw on YouTube the other day. The highlights from Wale Mania. She was there at Wale Mania and performed.
Was she by
herself? She sang. No, Ricochet was out there too somewhere. But she sang. and she plays the flute, dog.
Yeah,
she played Razor Ramon's theme song on the fucking flute at Wale Mania.
Wow.
Yeah, at the Wale Mania they had their last year they gave I guess the guest of honor. Last year was Big E. This year it was Shelton Benjamin. So they had a reformation of the Hurt Business at Wale Mania this year. Yeah, a lot of good shit. A lot of good shit at Wale Mania. But yeah, I mean, just like y'all, bro, I'm definitely interested to watch Raw after WrestleMania tomorrow night. I mean, obviously, you know where I'll be watching it at. So you know, you both know where I'll be at watching that. So, but I'm
nice.
But obviously Cody's appearance is going to be the big thing, but also too, like I said, Raw has all new champions.
Okay, let me ask you. Do Cody get challenged tomorrow, or this should just be a celebratory thing?
It wouldn't be out of the ordinary. I mean, it's happened before. Whether he accepts it, I don't know, but it wouldn't be out of the ordinary, you know.
Cody is a fighting champion, so we know that's going to be a thing. But I don't think the fuckery is over. I think the Monday after Mania is going to be the continuation of fuckery. There's going to be some fuckery down tomorrow.
They always give us that feel good, then snatch that shit.
Yeah.
Like The Rock is probably going to make his life a living hell. Like Steve Austin, when Steve Austin, his life was a living hell by Vince McMahon.
He'd be like, "Well, you wanted to finish your story, huh? Well, there's a new chapter in the book, bitch."
Yeah, and it's me.
So
he's probably going to challenge for the belt. I don't know. That Backlash coming up, and you know what Backlash is the revenge joint.
Yep.
So
and it's overseas, so you know you want to have big matches on the card, being an overseas pay-per-view.
And we gotta have that. It gotta be a SummerSlam or something. We gotta have that match. I mean, you ain't gonna like talk about my mother. You ain't gonna do all of this shit. And I'm not gonna have a one-on-one match with you.
Yeah.
You bloody
yeah.
You did all of this stuff. This wasn't even your fight. So
yeah,
it's still may be some fuckery going on that we probably ain't even seeing yet.
But with the fuckery going on, how much do you think Roman will be involved in it though? Will it be more Rock than Roman?
I think they're on a new chapter with Reigns. They about to go down babyface road. Because if you even, like I said, with Solo, it was something about how he was telling them to do it, and Roman was like, I know, like the dynamic there just didn't seem right to me. And I think The Rock is going to, because The Rock stayed back with Solo when Roman supposedly had left. So he could have got Solo's ear right then and there. Or he's like, well, you lost the belt. Like you said, I set it up for you. And Roman even said it's going to be the most easiest WrestleMania ever. So what's going to happen is but you still have to get some sympathy for Reigns. So he's probably going to have to get a beat down. Like I'm talking about. He probably got to get some shit where we like, oh my God, like the tribal chief though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's going to have to catch an ass whooping where when it happens, you're going to absolutely say, oh yeah, he ain't going to be back for a while.
And then he's going to leave and then come back babyface. And then we're going to be like, oh, Roman Reigns, you know? So that's how they're going to do it.
Yeah. And I think it can definitely work more now than any other time they tried to push him on her as a babyface, because to see how The Rock has leaned into his heel character, and Roman losing the title, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's going to be dissension inside the bloodline as far as, is he the tribal chief anymore? And The Rock basically being, like he said, like he's been telling all of us, he's the final boss. So at this point, like, now you ain't the champ. So fuck this acknowledgement. Fuck this acknowledging. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to acknowledge his ass whooping for losing that title.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could definitely see it, another branch forming on the tree of the bloodline, because
what they can do to really hone in on it, like they did with Jay. They can have Cody vouch for Reigns, or start helping Reigns out, or something of that nature.
But that'll have to be further down the line.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's a little early.
It's a little too early for
build up to WrestleMania, Rock versus Roman, where Reigns is now clearly a babyface, and they have like a cross paths weeks before WrestleMania, where Reigns have to apologize to. He has to do exactly what Jay had to do when he went to Raw. He's gonna have to atone for all of his shit, and he's going to eventually have to come to Cody Rhodes, and that moment will probably solidify him as, okay, you're good now to us.
Roman can never do what Jay did. You remember I told you what Jay was like walking down that hall? You gotta walk through the hood. All your enemies is lined up on the side of you in the hood, and you got to take that walk down there. You better pray that you make it out. Jay was a henchman. Roman was the dude sending out the henchmen to get everybody. He could never do a Jay. Man, let me tell you something. That's
and sending out the people that included his own brothers.
Yeah.
It's like, dog, you send my twin brother after me and my little brother after me? Mm-hmm. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But that also, too, this storyline.
He's psychologically fucking Jay up. Like,
hey, some real Thanos shit.
Dog, but you gotta remember, this goes all the way back to that Hell in a Cell match.
Yes.
Where they're literally in the ring crying. When Jimmy is basically telling Roman, hey, this John and Josh, bro.
Yeah. And
come on, Joe, don't do this. Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
Everybody's name.
And 5 seconds later, snap and put that nigga in there and give it to you. Choke that motherfucker out.
Right.
Only be like, so I mean, like I said, bro, this shit is pure cinema, man. It's pure cinema. And
it's only gonna get better.
We just we just going, it's another part coming up.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
It's gonna be a new bloodline with Jacob Fatu coming in, the Samoan Real. So it's probably Solo and whoever they would get to be a number 3 with them.
Yeah. Shoot, I wouldn't mind them bringing in old boy's son, Umaga's son. I mean, he's still fairly a little bit new, and he's still fairly new in the business, but it helps the storyline. But you kind of got that in Solo.
Yeah, but you know what? Rikishi spoke about Zilla. He pushed for Jacob because he said Jacob. Zilla just came back to what's Booker T wrestling school?
Reality of wrestling. Reality of wrestling.
He just came back because there was something that went down. They didn't really speak on the speaker. Something that went down, but he got kicked out. He just came back.
They let him back in?
Huh?
Booker T let him back in?
Yeah, Booker T let him back in. But Rakim was like, he said Zilla got to realize, I guess basically like you can be replaced at any time. So I guess he kind of had that
need to humble himself.
Yeah. And that's what happened. So Booker
he probably went in that zone like, you know, my cousin is.
You know who my father is? Yeah,
you know who my father is,
yeah.
We don't play that around here, player.
Yeah. They got a Zilla and Jacob, they got a whole YouTube channel. They just they show like they have a camera following them around. They was in that last WrestleMania. They was in the stands and everything. So they showed
some of them. I think Jacob posted a picture today where it was Tonga Kid, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and I think it was another member of the family. I can't remember which one of those two is his father though, but he posted that picture today after the news had come out that he had possibly signed with WWE. So he know what he's doing as far as, you know, getting that anticipation up. So like I said, just wondering if it's going to be something that shows tomorrow night at Raw, or if they wait until, you know, SmackDown on Friday.
Because that's when them debuts hit. That Raw after WrestleMania, you get them new people in there. Boom.
And they got to do something for this Raw. I'm sorry to cut you off. They got to do something for this Raw because last year's Raw after WrestleMania was straight ass. Straight ass. So and Triple H say they listen to the fans, to the universe. So I hope you listen to the fans this year when we say, hey, we need a Raw after WrestleMania like we used to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where we used to get debuts, returns, you know what I'm saying, big matches, stuff like that. That's what we need now.
I think Triple H, aka Paul Levesque, got it covered. He said in the little Joan because they coming out with behind the scenes of this whole Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Yeah, he was basically saying WrestleMania was 80% done. And I'm like, damn, so they've been new all of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And they gonna extensively talk about the pivot. And I'm there for it. And I love that's why I said about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon doesn't know how to grow with the times. When he seen that NWO shit, he was forced to do the Attitude Era. You know what I mean? He was forced to make these characters larger than life and stop with the dumb shit, like playing without intelligence and shit. And now it's like, bruh, everybody talks about wrestling in a way where we know it's scripted. We want it's like we want to see the behind the scenes now. Like that's a part of the whole industry right now. So yes,
some of the behind the scenes are actually more interesting than the damn matches.
Exactly, and The Rock know that. The Rock know that. He wants to do all of this shit. I like how they did the end of the show where he was like, "Fuck that," just because the cameras all, you know, and I think Cody was about to get up after the rap. He was like, "No, stay down there," and Cody was like, "Oh, we doing it. We really telling the story," and that's what he did. Set that man up for greatness, for real.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna
they basically made him go hell. They made him go through hell and back.
Yeah.
And obviously it was worth it because it paid off tonight.
We gonna get up out of here, people. We gave y'all almost 3 hours. I think this is the longest show we ever did because, hey man, you can't talk about 2 days of WrestleMania in an hour or 30. It's just
right.
I think we spent a whole fucking almost an hour on the Cody Rhodes joint. I'm gonna cut that out and make it its own video. But I got a lot of material that I'm gonna cut out from this conversation. Either one of y'all want to say any last words about this weekend?
I'll say that we're definitely going in a new direction. You can obviously see it through some of the winners this past weekend, as well as some of the storylines leading up to it. I definitely have, utmost faith in Paul Triple H Levesque to actually take us and develop these stories and these storylines and these people, into the WWE that we really want to see on a week-to-week basis. You know what I'm saying? Taking it, and I won't say taking it back to any type of era, but it gets taking us back to the point where we say, "Hey, it's 8:00. It's Monday. It's 8:00. You know what time it is. Hey, it's 8:00 Friday. You know where I'm going to be." Taking it back to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? To where,
or let me one you up when we can just speak freely about it and not be ostracized.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to like people are hitting me up like, "Hey, bruh. Hey," I'm like, "Yeah." You know how many podcasts have popped up in the last 2 weeks since The Rock came back?
Yeah.
Like they seeing that money train, and they seeing how it was back in the Attitude Era. People were talking about it at work. People were talking freely about it. It's when they went into the PG era where they was focusing on children, where now it's like, you still watch that. But I haven't got that since. Like, I'll be at work talking about The Rock and Roman Reigns, and they'll be like, oh yeah. That couldn't happen 2 years ago.
I mean, it kind of, goes off of what Rock was saying. It's even though you can't, attribute 100% to him, but he was right by saying wrestling is cool again.
Yeah.
And it's bringing people out. You know what I'm saying? It's bringing people out, to the events. It's people talking about it online, talking about it positively online. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the business is making money hand over fist right now. So, yeah, all in all, man, I mean, WrestleMania tomorrow, Raw to Mania is just basically going to kick off really this new era. And WrestleMania 40 basically was a catalyst of it. So I'm definitely eager to see how this is going to pop off going into the next, how many years of the Triple H era. But yeah. And also remember, stuff is changing around. You got SmackDown going to be on USA in October.
Netflix.
NXT on the CW in October, and Raw on Netflix.
That's cool. So,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely going to be changes on how shit is viewed, which will obviously, I'm sure is going to attract other people to come to the product.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm satisfied. Definitely satisfied.
Bronxx Legend.
Well, the torch has officially been passed. We are out from underneath the McMahon shitting on us era.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. The Triple H era has begun. I'm here for it. It's a beautiful time to be a wrestling fan. The storyline and storytelling is top notch. It's bringing fans back. It's bringing new fans in. It's exciting. Like you said, there's so many podcasts and stuff that's popped up within this last year of wrestling. So I'm here for it all. It's going to be exciting. The power is not only back in the people's hands, but the creativity of the wrestler's character is officially in their hands, and you can tell.
You can tell.
And number two, if indeed this is the end of the story of the Tribal Chief, it's been a beautiful 4 years of immaculate storytelling.
Absolutely.
Beautiful job, beautiful character. He nailed it.
And I'm gonna end on that as well. when they shoved Roman Reigns down our face, they didn't have a reason. You see what I'm saying? You didn't give me a reason to like this guy, but he's Samoan. He has a good look, and we wanted him to look good out of that Shield. You didn't give. You just said, "Hey, like this guy." When you did that with Cena, "Hey, like this guy," you know. But the fans didn't like that guy, and I seen his documentary, and they said, "This is Roman Reigns. This is actual Joe." You know what I mean? And he didn't do this, Joe. He wanted to be himself, and they didn't allow him to do it. And then when he came back, 2020, he changed the fucking game. Yeah. He changed his character. He changed his face. He changed everything about him, and asked you to acknowledge him based on what y'all wasn't doing before. Yep. And this wasn't just a night of Cody finishing his story. This was the night that Roman Reigns solidified his story. And like the man held that belt for almost 4 years. That shit is unbelievable in today's time. Yeah. And
16. 1,316 days.
The way they pulled that off, man. I mean, and kept us going, kept us night after night, week after week, month after month, seeing if he's going to lose this fucking belt.
Yeah.
He stacked up Edge and Daniel fucking Bryan at WrestleMania. That's unbelievable. So yes, shout out to the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns for, man, he got to be on Mount Rushmore at this point.
Yeah, no question about it. You know, he stayed in character all the way till he went to the press conference yesterday, and he kicked the reporter out.
Yes,
he said, "I'm not going. Awesome. He said, I'm not starting until you leave." He said, "I'll leave."
That shit was awesome.
The Rock be turning off his heel. I'm heel now, okay, but Roman, he stays.
Yeah.
But when they did it, but before that, when he did it, when the guy asked Heyman the question, Heyman told him, he was like, "Didn't you hear him say there was any questions for Roman Reigns?" No, I was like, and then when he told the guy, "Go ahead and ask a question," he asked a question. He was like, "Next question." Exactly. So it's awesome.
So my man Bronxx Legend gonna let y'all know where you can find us at if you don't know, or if you can't read, or if you can't see. Just go ahead.
Don't forget to follow us at TikTok, Inside the Storyline, Twitter, Storyline Inside, Instagram, Inside Storyline.podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, comment in the comment section, tell a friend and tell a friend, but most importantly, don't forget to ring that motherfucking bell.
Ring that bell, baby. Shout out to my man Phillips. He's like The Rock. He's just gonna pop in, pop out. He like, I'm here like I'm from the balls. I'm holler at y'all when the shit important.
Right. If you smell, if you smell.
But that's all we got for y'all tonight. I'm about to get some sleep. I know they about to get some sleep, and we had a great night. See you guys. We'll probably do a show for Raw this week, because usually we just do it on Saturdays, but there's special occasions right here. So we might be up here after Raw or the next day. So appreciate you guys coming through. Y'all make sure y'all stay inside the storyline, and that's all we got. We will catch you down the road. Peace.